You've heard about the law of attraction. It's really a misnomer. You really need to create wealth or make wealth, not attract it. That's really a misnomer, because the people that I know at the highest levels, they make and they create as opposed to try to...
Look at this quote. This is out of the London Telegraph. If so, gold would go up, 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 and the only safe haven from fiat paper currency. Private debt is also crippling. So they're saying the only thing to do here is gold, because every other currency may go down.
Yeah, and the currencies in the real estate market is going to crash, I think. It's going to stay at par for the next 2 years. It could go down another 25% for sure, especially the commercial market. I have friends who have buildings, worth billions of dollars.
We're going to break for 1 minute. Let's come back in our final segment and talk about that. Well, we've got the evil Kevin Trudeau with us. Got to burn his books, got to ban him from speaking. He can't have his First Amendment. This is exciting, though, specifically. Well, first, let's finish up with real estate. But then what does it mean that you've won your appeal against the feds? I guess it just means
they're back in court. All it means is now it went from the appeals court, went back to the lower court, and now the government said, okay, well, they overturned the judgment because they said it was wrong. So now the judge has to restructure another judgment. Because I was found in contempt and because I did the evil thing. My evil thing is I said the weight loss cure was easy. That's why I was charged $37 million, because I said it was easy.
But... isn't that double jeopardy that you keep winning?
Yeah, there's a lot of legal things. This is a contempt hearing. It's not in front of a jury. I asked the judge, please charge me criminally. I asked him to charge me criminally. I gave him an offer. I says, charge me criminally in front of a jury, and if I'm found guilty, I will give away my First Amendment rights. I said, that's my offer. Charge me criminally. Put me in front of a jury. The judge laughed. I says, I'm willing to give you a deal here, Your Honor. Charge me criminally, criminal contempt. And put me in front of a real jury, because that they are not. They're going to say easy. First off, I got 100,000 people that said the weight loss cure was easy. That's number one. But here's the best part: the judge said, "I read the book, The Weight Loss Cure, and I don't think it's easy at all." I said, "Excuse me, Your Honor."
So he's now the judge of everything.
That's correct. I said,
"No jury."
I said, "You read my book, which is protected by the First Amendment, and you don't like the way it was written?" He said, "Well, I don't think it's easy." I said, "Did you do the weight loss cure in the book?" "No." "How do you know if it was easy?" I says, and even if you did it, it's irrelevant. I said it was easy. There's 100,000 other people that said it was easy. It's subjective. It's my opinion. It's protected by the First Amendment. He said, no, I think everybody who bought that book was defrauded, and therefore I'm fining you $37 million. He says, you're dangerous to society.
But the government can't find plaintiffs. They've got to come after you themselves.
Exactly. There's no people out there. There were tens of thousands of letters written to the judge from people who said, you insane? I did the diet. It was easy. I lost a pound a day. I kept it off. It's the best thing that ever happened. Thank God for Kevin Trudeau and his books. And the judge said, well, those aren't going into the record. But this just shows you, and it's not about me, it just shows you that if...
Well, it's about everybody.
It can happen to me, it can happen to the next guy. You know, when the Gestapo went in and took your neighbor, you said, well, they must have done something wrong. Guess what? You're next. You're next. And that's what's happening in America. You heard about the feds going to the guy's house who was complaining at a town hall meeting, and he was on Fox News, and he said, last night, goons from the federal government came to my house at 2:30 in the morning, threatened me and my...
No, that happened here. That just happened. That's happening to everybody.
And let me tell you, up until now, no one has been, it's like, why is Area 51? Why was Roswell? Why are these people afraid to say anything? Because they get direct threats. Why was Ross Perot dropped out of the race?
They threatened to kill his family.
And he said it right on national television on Larry King. I've had people come to my house in the middle of the night. I have a little bit of an advantage. Number one, and I won't get into it now, but I have a big advantage of why I can't be attacked in certain ways. But the attack that's against me is by using the media to demonize me and get people to stop doing business with me and trying to get the public to stop buying my book.
They're trying to run a blockade against you, a siege.
Correct, yes.
It's like sanctions on Iraq for 18 years.
Correct. And, the good thing is, I know that what I'm doing is good. My books, hey, you may read the book, you may not like the book, you may not believe what I say in the book, but the point is I have the right to write a book called Natural Cures. I have a right to give you the herpes cure and say this is the cure. I have a First Amendment right to do that. I expose the banking industry. I have a new book coming out, Your Wish is Your Command, where I talk about the law of attraction and how to create whatever you want, which was hidden by Bilderberg Group. They don't want that information out. And I'm sharing information that I know personally, that I've used, that my friends have used to create wealth and better their lives. The government simply doesn't want people to know these alternatives. And not just that they work, but they don't want people to think.
KevinTrudeau.com. Check it out for yourself. And all things Kevin Trudeau. Kevin, I certainly hope they don't burn all your books, and I certainly hope they don't remove your free speech, because whether you're right or wrong, you've got that First Amendment right, and if you lose your right, I lose my rights. That's why we're standing beside you, my friend. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. You're doing a fantastic job.
You bet. Okay, we got the lead singer, Neil Fallon, a clutch coming up.